Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today I will be reviewing the recently released Halo Mega Construx Hijack Ghost. I got mine from Amazon for $14.99, and I just will make a quick announcement, and that's going to be that I'm thinking about starting a series where I grab 4 random mystery bag figures, whether it be from Series 1, Alpha Series, Stormbound Series, or the recently released Halo Infinite Series 3. Just grab 4 random figures from any of the mystery bag series and review them for you guys. So let me know if you guys want to see that. Take note though, if I do this series, some of the figures might already be detailed. They might be custom painted a little bit. So that's just a little thing in advance. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get on with the video. So taking a look at the box real quick, we have the box art for figures. 1, 2, 3 pieces. And there's the alternate build. Here you just get a shot of the 4 figures. And then here you get a shot of a 2-in-1. So for our first figure, we just have a red grunt. Some might call this a Banished Grunt, some might call it a Grunt Major, Grunt Conscript, whatever you want to call it. But I'm just going to call it a Grunt. It's exactly the same one as the one from the Skiff Intercept. The only difference is his figure stand, which is green instead of brown. And he has a red Plaza pistol. I will eventually review the Skiff, which I actually have. So, be on the lookout for that review eventually. He just has a red Plaza pistol. And not too much specialness with this figure. I wish Mega would again stop reusing molds. You know, none of these molds look anything like the Halo Infinite Grunt. He's using the Halo Reach backpack and the Comedy Evolve mask for some reason. And if you want to make this as a Comedy Evolve Grunt, again, it's still not the right chest armor, the right backpack for the Grunt. So, yeah. Another thing I actually noticed of an improvement for the Grunts is the blue grunt from the 10th anniversary series. It used to not be able to articulate the waist like you can see here. Obviously you can, oh well, he's popping up the stand. You can see he's twisting on the waist right here. While the 10th anniversary grunt, I don't know about the other 10th anniversary guys, but at least the 10th anniversary grunt in the blind bags, he used to not be able to twist because of the silver insert, that little silver piece on the back. It used to get in the way and he wouldn't be able to twist around because of that piece. But that's something that I'm glad Mega fixed with these grunts. Kind of wish Mega would give us some more green stands. I'm kind of tired of having so many desert colored stands. Or maybe give us some Arctic color or gray or anything other than desert colored stands would be good. But without further ado, let's get on with the next figure. Alright, and for our second figure we have another grunt. But this one is in the Imperial Grunt design. I was seeing Halo 4 and 5, but I guess they're being called Grunt Assaults now. Or Grunt Imperials. I don't know. He's almost completely identical to the Defense Point Showdown one. The only difference is the little silver pieces that go on his methane tank and the silver around the face. And that this one does not have any blue detailing to signify little eyes, I guess. Another difference is he has a red Plaza Pistol Defense Point Showdown, had a purple Plaza Pistol, and Defense Point Showdown also had a brown figure stand. I will bring Defense Point Showdown Grunt here just as an example. And he just fell down. Okay. Here we go. These figures are alright. They're very massable though. You know, if you want a ton of these guys, then you get a bunch of these ghosts. You'll have a lot of grunts if you really like them. And a lot of ghosts too. So, yeah. Let's go with the next figure though, because nothing much to say about these grunts. Alright, so here we have another Brute Warrior, which I'm gonna get this out of the way. I don't particularly like these Brute Warriors. I like the Series 12 one. That one looked really nice with it was like this bluish color with the red. That looked really nice, but I don't really like these silver ones. They don't really look banished. The armor itself, the design does, you know, but the colors, they don't really look too well. I know that this one, the Marine Gear Pack, the Skiff, and then the Mercenary Combat Unit all have silver boots. I hope in the next Infinite Wave Mega stops with these silver boots and actually give us some colored banished boots. Or if they really want to, they can go back to the Halo Wars 2. I don't know if that would be canon to the game, but I personally don't like these boots too much in the color. You know, they're all being silver. Sure, you can put them with many different factions, but you know, I don't personally like it. The retro look pad is nice as a difference compared to the other ones, but again, they're all right. The boots, the feet, they don't exactly stick between studs. So what I mean by that is Tartarus had this actually realized issue with the Series 10 Tartarus, but you can't stick the boots in, like you can't stick the foot in between here. It won't fit. These are the feet that were used for Tartarus Series 10, so that's how I figured that out. They'll stick like this, you know, stick like that, and they'll stick the other way, you know, you face them like this. They'll stick like that, but they just won't stick in between spaces like that. So that's one thing to be careful with if you're using like a big old terrain piece and trying to stick one of these guys on there. That's not gonna work. That's another issue I have with these guys. The Series 12 reward did not have that issue. He has a black shock rifle, which is alright. Another issue I actually have with this guy is the fact that he literally just got stripped straight out of the Mercenary Combat Unit, just like the Jackal did from Halo Infinite Series 2, the Blind Bag series, which would literally only leave the Elite Ultra being the only figure worth it, which he by himself isn't even that cool because he's red. I feel like if he had an alternate color, he'd look a little bit better. But yeah, not too happy with it. This figure, he's alright, I guess. You know, but let's get on to the next figure now. Alright, so up next we have the Spartan Anubis, which is, I believe, a helmet carried over from Halo 5. I'm not too familiar with all the helmets in Halo 5, considering the large amount that there are, but I know some of them, like the Spartan Stinger, Hunter, and all those. This is obviously the Halo Infinite design. It looks really nice. It's coming again in that very nice metallic green, which I really like with these Halo Infinite Spartans. He's armed with a Halo Infinite assault rifle, and he's sporting a Halo Reach grenade belt and the aerosol shoulder pads. I don't know their exact name. Unless these are not supposed to be aerosol shoulder pads, kind of like Mega gave the Halo Infinite Master Chief aerosol shoulder pads to resemble his shoulder pads in Infinite. I wish Mega would actually give us the real ones instead of just substituting it. So I don't know if they're supposed to be Halo Reach shoulder pads or the actual Infinite ones. And he also has a new chest, which I will remove his assault rifle just so you guys can see it. Alright, there you go. There's his new chest plate. It's basically just Mark 7 with like these little squares attached to it. I'm not exactly sure what they're supposed to be. Same back armor piece. Again, not too much of a difference here. His boots, there he has the Master Chief thigh armor, and he has George's boots. And for the forearm armor, it's just basic armor. Nothing you guys haven't seen before. This figure's alright. My only issue with it is the fact that his head movement is really bad when it's up and down. Side to side is alright, but up and down is really, really bad. I wish Mega would also be careful when it comes to the scaling of these figures. I don't know why some figures get massive heads and others get really small. Kind of like the Mark 6 Halo Reach Spartan that has a really small head. Actually, it's not Mark 6, it's Mark 5B. The Mark 5B helmet is really small, but the Hazup Spartan is ridiculously large. I don't know why Mega doesn't scale these helmets properly. That kind of gets on my nerves, you know, when it comes to customizing this kind of stuff. So I really wish Mega would, at least, if they can't fix like the height of the boots and the elites from the all be scale, at least fix the heads to all be uniform. You know, because it can get very annoying to collectors. So let's get on with a few other things that are left. Alright, and here we have 4 extra projectiles. There's in total 6 in this set, but the other 2 are inside the Ghost. Alright, and here's a closer look at the weapons. I only put one of the Plaza pistols because they're both the exact same. Just a closer shot. Nothing new here as far as the Infinite Wave goes. I wish they would give us, again, more new weapons because I don't want to see the Shock Rifle and the Mangler anymore. Maybe give us the Ravager and the Pulse Carbine and the Stalker Rifle, you know. Those would be nice to see. You know, they've already been revealed in the trailer. We're not going to be spoiling anything with that Mega, you know. So that'd be nice to see also, along with the Commando Rifle and a few other weapons. So let's get on to the actual vehicle now. Okay, so now for the main attraction of this set. The Ghost. It's called Hijack Ghost for a reason because it's supposed to be with the Spartan Anubis, takes the Ghost, blah blah blah, runs away with it, whatever. As far as Ghosts go, it looks nice in the front, but then when you turn it around, it all just kind of crumbles apart. It looks very bland, thin, weird, bizarre. if you compare it to the Jazzwares Ghost, I think Mega could have done a lot better if they weren't trying to go for the format of 4 figures in one vehicle. Maybe they pulled off like a Covenant Commander Ghost or a Banished Ghost Rush Ghost. You know, that it would turn out a lot better. I like this big specialized part, these 3 parts, this silver piece, this and this. Those are nice. But the thing that really ruins the set for me would probably have to be like this, the main body. It's this huge piece which makes it really hard to customize the set without having to just completely make a new base. Another thing that I don't like is the launchers. I get it that, you know, it's for kids and all, but I personally don't like them. Most of the time you fire the round, it gets lost, you know. I get, you know, they also include extras just in case, but you know, the rounds are gonna get lost, and then kids might end up getting upset, and you're not gonna care anymore, and the collectors aren't gonna like it either. So maybe Mega should use a little bit more sparingly. The wings can rotate. I actually was worried that the wings were not able to rotate for the set, but yes, they are. And there's a few printed pieces in this set. It's just this piece, and then it's actually this piece right here. This is all one piece. It's a little bit hard to tell on the camera, but you can tell that's not exactly aligned. This is one whole printed part. Honestly, when comparing this Ghost to the Banished Ghost, the Banished Ghost wins in comparison. It wins by a mile. And I can actually do a comparison, but I'd probably post that on my Instagram just to compare the two. Unless you guys really want to see a versus video. If you guys want to start seeing versus videos of like which set is better, which Warthog, which Ghost, which Banshee is better, you guys can let me know down below and I can go ahead and do that. As far as like the mechanical part of the Ghost goes, where it's supposed to be all detailed on the side, it's not that good. I don't like the silver piece that they use. I think the originals were just fine. The original silver pieces they used were just fine. This one looks even more textureless. The original ones were a lot better. Where they sit, it just looks so bland. I want to like it and I do like it, but at the same time it gets ruined because of the base. I just don't like the whole shooting mechanism in the base. But despite that, I actually think this set is better than the Recon Getaway. I personally don't see anything too special about the Marines from the Recon Getaway. The only special thing is the Elite, but I don't think that's more than enough reason for me to get it unless it's like on discount or something. So yeah, I like this set. I'm definitely gonna modify. I'm definitely gonna paint some of these figures to make them look much nicer, to make them look much better. Maybe do something with the Brute to make them look a lot cooler, and definitely make them look a lot more banished. I'll definitely be posting that on my Instagram. I can leave a link down below, but I'll go ahead and just show you guys the shooting mechanism too. You just press down the Ghost and yeah, there you go. There goes a bullet on the floor. I know this review and the past review were a little bit negative with the sword-based invasion. This one's all right too. I kind of wish these little tusks, I guess, they stuck out a little bit more, because that's how the Jazzwares Ghost is. So that would have been nice to see. But yeah, if specialized parts really get on your nerves, I don't recommend buying this set. But I'll go ahead and show you a few more things I like about this Ghost. If you have purple paint or pinkish paint, then you can paint your Ghost and make it like a classic Ghost. That is one thing I really like about this set. If you just fill in that hole right there and you paint it like pinkish blue or something, this set ends up looking like a classic Ghost, like an original Ghost, maybe modified a little bit. It's really nice. You can actually remove the part that goes on top and the part that goes in the front. It's really nice. I like that a lot. Wish this set had a little bit more gray mixed into it with the red and silver, kind of like the original Banished vehicles. I feel like just the pure red and silver just doesn't really hit. It misses a mark. That's not, at that point, it's not even Mega's fault. Well, actually, those red tiles at least could have been made dark green. So could that have been made dark gray. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna put a little bit on Mega. But it's also part of 343. Maybe they'll look a lot better in game. That's my hope. I have hope for Halo Infinite. I kind of wish that this part in here was printed or something. I did see Brickman117 stick a Covenant shield in here. Inside of there, inside of the, wherever right here, if you have the Mongoose versus turret, and you stick the shield in there, it actually fits really well. So props to Brickman117 for that. And that's kind of about it for the Ghost. Unless you guys really want to see a specialized part, which I'll go ahead and show you guys that too. That is the body of the Ghost. I really do not like this piece. I do not like this piece at all. I'm pretty sure someone like Brickman117 can find something really useful to make with this piece. You know, he's very innovative with his parts, but I personally do not like that piece at all, in any way, shape, or form. I just do not like that piece. I do like, again, this big old red piece right here. I can show you that individually too, without any of the other parts. Here, it's just this big old piece. I actually like this part a lot. This is really nice, but I do not like this piece at all whatsoever. It's really hard. I actually tried modifying the Ghost beforehand, and it wasn't working, so I'm probably gonna have to rebuild an entire base for it. I understand why Mega's doing this, kind of like the Recon Getaway has that big old piece. That's for, you know, being able to turn. But I understand why Mega's doing this, keep the cost down, because they're already including 4 figures. So they want to keep the cost down as much as possible. But that makes you think about the old fire teams that they used to have, which were, what was it, like Fireteam Venom Crimson, Covenant Storm Lance, Covenant Brute Lance kind of, Promethean Warriors, you know. It had like this big old turret thing, and then especially Fireteam Crimson and Venom, they had 5 figures, ton of extra weapons, a nice deal of terrain. That was really, really good. And now our new fire teams, it's just 3 figures, but more terrain, which is very disappointing. I don't know why Mega just started removing figures. Kind of like with the Call of Duty stuff, like the crates. They just started removing figures from the crates, from some of the little sets, from some of the 5-packs. I don't know why Mega started doing that. If it was gonna be too costly, then maybe Mega should have never thrown them in there in the first place. You know, Sword-Based Invasion is a good example of just what I didn't like about it. You know, they had a lot less stuff, but they still wanted us to pay $15. If you're gonna make us pay $15, give us our money's worth. Give us good molds at least. So I do like this set, but it's that piece that kind of ruins it the most for me. So I'll go ahead and wrap up the review and stop rambling. So for about $15, you get a vehicle and 4 figures. If you're looking to mass figures, the grunts and the brutes will do. If you like the grunts and the brutes, all props to you. Go ahead and buy as many as you want, and you get a bunch of ghosts. I don't know how much you'd want another Spartan Anubis. I don't know if you want like 5 Spartan Anubis with your huge army of grunts and brutes. Maybe I'll pick up another one of these. I'm not sure. I'm definitely gonna modify this vehicle. I'm definitely gonna paint some of these figures too. Was the set worth it? Definitely a lot more worth it than the sword-based invasion. The sword, like I painted my sword-based invasion. Now it looks really good. I might make a review on that separately too. But just looking at this versus the Recon Getaway, this definitely blows the Recon Getaway out of the water. It blows it to the other side of the planet. This is a really good set. The only things that ruin it for me is the base, you know, and I can fix the rest really, but the base I have to completely remove. But I can fix the figures. I can make them look how I want, you know, because I have paint. I recommend you guys take up painting as a hobby too, because it can be really helpful when it comes to fixing figures. You don't like something didn't get painted right, just do it yourself. But yeah, that's about it for the review. So hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think down below. And subscribe, like, share, whatever. You guys know all that. And I'll see you guys in the next video.